Gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 86. Let's jump back into the world, shall we? Now, last time we left off in Shadowprey Village in Desolace, and we have some business to handle here. A couple tricky, difficult quests we're going to try and take on. The first being probably the Corruptor. A little nervous about these quests, but you know, we'll gauge how difficult they are, and if it's a little too dicey, we can always, you know, run away, come back later. So first things first, we have the target macro set up for Deepstrider Searcher, which is who we're looking for. We've got a good amount of thrown weapons in case I need to, you know, throw on a new set or whatever to kite these difficult elites out. But I think first things first, we're going to grab the actual Corruptor quest and look for the Corruptor first. And then hopefully in that time we can find the Deepstrider Giant. And worst case scenario, I'll spend a couple minutes looking for the Deepstrider Giant and record it. And if not, I'll just, you know, pause the video after a little bit and resume once we find him. We've hunted some pretty difficult elites over the last couple sessions, so I'm feeling pretty confident. I've got it in my macro. So I just need to run around, spam it. Sorry, I just texted my girlfriend back. She's sick. Just making sure she feels all right. So we'll go talk to Takata Steelblade to pick up the Corruptor quest. Slay Lord Azrethoc. So we're going to add him to the target macro. Lord Azrethoc. I think that's how you spelled it. And I imagine he's more in this area. Once we find him, we'll go ahead and buff up. I'm going to switch to... Sorry, my cat's pulling at stuff. I'm going to switch to dual daggers, throw crippling poisons on everything, and open with ambush, and then switch to hammer dagger and just gouge kite him as best we can. I don't know what abilities he has. I don't know what kind of damage he's working with. Again, I've never done this quest, so I'm a little anxious about it, but...
Although I have no knowledge of this Lord Azrethoc, I agree with Morin. He must be stopped, especially if he is attempting to gain influence over the Burning Blade to further his goals. You have already shown you wish to aid the War Chief, and I would trust you to gather a party to slay the Demon Lord and his warlock servant. When you are ready, head directly south and return to me when the threat has been ended.
Right. Okay, let's go find the demon. Honestly, I flew past him the other day, and I thought from the health pool that I saw on him, I was like, it shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, we've taken down elites that had like 6,000 to 8,000 health at this point, so Azrethoc should roam around this general region. Oh, and we do have to kill his his little warlock buddy that summoned him into existence. But ideally not together, right? Alright, let's throw some poisons on. It's crippling all the way around. For both Azrethoc and the Deepstrider Giant, I think that would just be the best. Shadow, what are you doing? You gotta relax. You're going crazy. Manarok Coven. Gold. We'll just sit on that for now. Oh. And there's Grim'rod. Alright, 4,000 health. Doesn't seem too difficult. He does have an Enrage and a Mortal Strike, which reduces healing. I want to try and get him while he's alone. I think the play is just going to be open with an ambush and throw kite, baby. We did get the crippling on him, which is nice. Nice wide open space to kite him. Oh, he does fly. That's kind of scary. Nothing too intense so far. It's going pretty well. He doesn't hit too hard, too, honestly. I think I'm going to dance with him here a little bit. You got to throw, brother. Disarm, huge. Oh, we got him. No problem. It's definitely a sick-looking demon, though, that's for sure. And he's down. Now we just need to get Jugkar's Grim'rod. Or maybe that's his name, Jugkar Grim'rod. Which I think I saw him... Yeah, that is his name, Jugkar Grim'rod. I wonder if that's his pet, or if I could get him alone here. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get him alone. I think that Mage Hunter is too close to him. So what I think we do is sap him, deal with this guy first. Immolate Shadow Bolt, Curse of Weakness. Just like dueling a warlock. 20 seconds left on him. Soft bushy tail, that sells for a decent bit. Let the energy come back, get some natural health regen. Once that gets down to... not getting health regen, I guess because I'm still in combat, but... Definitely should have saved my energy to kick, but that's okay. I'll kick this. Oh, that kind of scared me. Mithril up here. I think that's what they're going for. They can have it. No, they can't. They didn't wave at me. Another rude alliance player. I actually think it might be a bot, too. Or they're just, like, really fucking brain dead. No offense, but, I don't know what that was, so. Alright. Now let's try and find that sea giant. And do the same thing to it. I'll take the gold, too, just in case there's any kind of, like, rare jewels or anything like that. Hey, jade, there we go. Alright. Let's go turn this in real quick, see if there's any chain to it, and then I'll probably pause the video and just go look for the Deepstrider Giant, because who knows how long that's going to take, and then I'll resume the video once we find it. Theo Rogue 1. Congrats on hitting 60. I definitely could have done this quest at level. I didn't realize it was this easy, but you never know. It's always kind of dicey with quests that you're not familiar with. Takata.
A mighty victory for us all, adventurer. Let us rejoice in your success. I trust now that our future here is not as bleak as I once thought. The demons will be slain, the burning blade will fail in their efforts, and we may one day have a place we can safely call home again.
True, brother. Alright, no chains. Sell that shield real quick. And like I said, I'm gonna pause the video while we hunt down this this Deepstrider Giant, and I will resume when we find it. So I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, gamers, we found him. Roaming the bottom of the ocean. I actually had the wrong name for him. It's the Deepstrider Giant. That's why I couldn't target him. I just got lucky. I was doing Deepstrider Searcher. I think I want to wait for him to get to the island and then maybe pull him. I don't really want to fight him in the water. He does only have 4,300 health though, so I feel like he shouldn't be too hard, just like the Lord Azrethoc. I just need to be mindful of having a clear area to kite him, and then not letting him hit me as much because he has a massive two-handed hammer. I'm imagining that thing hurts. These are also the water... Ooh, that's actually a higher level lockbox that I can't open. But more along the shore, there are... There's some footlockers that I can open to level up my lockpicking. As you can see here, I found 2 of them on the way out here. Let me switch this. Giant. There we go. Now I'm actually targeting him when I spam my macro. Well, I'm pretty sure he's going to make his way over to the island, or at least close to the island, so I kind of want to clear a path on the island that I can kind of kite him back and forth. Because in the water, I'm slow, he's going to have the advantage. Seems like a bad idea. But over here, I should be able to take him out relatively quickly. Oh, that's nice. Need to hurry and clear this island while he gets close. Maybe I can distract him. Yes, buy myself a little time. I'd like this whole strip to bring him up and down. I'm gonna try it. Okay, I got the slow on him. I still switch those around. Ow. This guy hits very hard. It's hitting me for an average of like 200 each hit, so I really need to make sure I keep my distance with this guy. Alright, I got the cripple on him. As long as the gouges don't fail, I'm not too worried. Once we get him a little lower, we'll evasion, try and go toe-to-toe with him. I think I'm going to kidney here next. Doing good. We're about halfway there. Doing good. We've got bandage back up. I think I'm gonna try and go toe-to-toe with him here. Get behind him. Oh, can't. Beautiful. 502 crit. Whew. Nice. We get the Deepstrider tumor. He also gave us a sword. Big mouth clam. Nice. Now, the last little bit of business that we have here in Desolace for the time being is I'm going to try and help Melizza break free one more time. We've tried to do that quest before. We failed. It's a difficult escort quest. She just, towards the end of her escape, she has like 3 or 4 guards that do cleaves, and it's just nasty. So we had to vanish and run away, and we're going to try it one more time, and then later when we hit like level 50, I might come back and try and do Khan Hrothra. I've explained why this quest is so hard. It's a wave-based elite quest, meaning like you have a wave of 2, then a wave of 3, and then a wave of 4. And on the third wave with the wave of 4, it's 3 normal mobs and Khan Hrothra, who's like a level 42 elite with like 5,000 health. Basically that creature right there. So I have to figure out a way to deal with the wave of 2 efficiently, heal up, deal with the wave of 3 efficiently, probably using Blade Flurry, heal up, and then hide, get a sap on Khan Hrothra, and kill those 3 mobs before the sap wears out. That's the real issue. I can use other tools like target dummy, sticky glue, blind, gouge, but it's going to be tricky. I think I need to organically beat the first 2 waves without using any cooldowns, and then on the third wave I need to sap Khan Hrothra and Blade Flurry the adds down, and then hopefully I'm done before the sap breaks, and then I can gouge kite Khan Hrothra organically. But it's one of the elite quests that I am kind of worried about, so I'm going to come back and do it later. It's just a little dicey. I also found a really cheeky way that we could solo mock Murloc. There's like a box that you can kite him around on that I've seen other people do, and it seems like it's the best method because you don't have to fully kill him, you just have to get him low. And he has 15,000 health, so basically 3 of those mobs that we just killed right there, 3 of the giants is what he is in one, which is crazy. Alright, remove him from our macro because we beat him. And we need to head back to Duskwood. The fastest way is probably just going back to Stranglethorn and then running up, because it's literally just right up the road. I'm going to look for any more boxes along the shore real quick before we leave. There's one. Let's get a gulp of fresh air. Alright, 175 lockpicking. My next big break is at 200, so I've looked online at the best places to level up your lockpicking, and it's, between here, although this isn't that efficient, and there's one right there, this area here in the Badlands, let's see, right here, in the Angor Fortress, which we've actually never been inside of, so apparently there's a lot of boxes in there that you can open up, but, the seas are also a good place. Yeah. But we're just about to start heading back towards Stranglethorn, finally. And once we finish that business with Melizza Brimbuzzle, we're just going to hearth back to Booty Bay. I don't really see anything else. Catch my breath and then I'll give it one more look. Oh, there's one right underneath me. Should be 178. That's 10. We'll ignore that. There's one. That's 179 over there. 180 would be a nice, clean number to get to before I leave. Couple apples, couple coins. Catch my breath. Maybe we can find one more before we leave. Well, starting I was gonna say day, but it's really night. Starting the night off with 2 elites is a pretty fun way to start it off. Come on, one more box. Did you say the box? There's got to be one, right? Oh, there. I was also hoping along this coastline there was going to be some floating wreckage, but there wasn't. But that's alright. I'm just glad to be alive. Alright, let's get out of the water. 180 on the lockpicking. Pretty solid. Maxed out on the poison for the time being. Mining 275, engineering 254, cooking 248, first aid 236, fishing 225. Alright, we're going to go through the back entrance of the Kodo Graveyard, right through here. She's just hanging out in a little cage in this village. We'll just walk her to her cousin, and then turn that in, hearth from there. We'll be back in Booty Bay. Tin, we'll leave that. We've got no quests to turn in on this side of the world, but some business to turn in over on this side of the world, so. 13 quests left in the log. Most of them seem to be in Stranglethorn. This is Stranglethorn. This is turned back in at Booty Bay. This is Stranglethorn. This is basically Stranglethorn, Dustwallow. This is Stranglethorn. This is our only quest that's not Stranglethorn. That's to summon and defeat Mizrael, the earthen princess that we helped escape. Whoops. We didn't know she was bad, alright? Cut us some slack. So yeah, we need to go to Stranglethorn and just knock out a lot of these quests. We have so many of them, so. Oh shit, they're getting the bones. No, they were attacking a rat. Roddy Rich the box. It's a little roach. Let me break out Onyx real quick. We got Onyx, our black snake, and Bo, our skeletal steed. Come on, gang. Look at how fast Onyx is, bro. That boy moving. Okay, time to put the poisons back on. Instant poison, that is, because I don't really need to cripple here. I just need to deal a lot of damage and kill these things fast. I'm going to try and clear out the back entrance and leave it clear, hopefully by the time that we escort her over here, so we have less mobs to fight. Back up to 23.5 gold already. It's pretty nice. They do have pockets. It's good to know. Alright, I have all my cooldowns back. Dude, I hit so hard. I mean, I am like almost 10 levels up on these guys, but I feel like I'm just critting so much. Where you running to, bro? I love the flies just flying around them because they stink so badly. Oh, that's right. Some of these guys disarm. Cheap son of a bitch. Just eat the garbage food while we gold and iron. I guess I could get it. Just don't want to be burning time on the respawns here is kind of the thing. Yo, Melizza. Psst. Melizza.
Get me out of here. I came up to the Valley of Spears to talk to the Meridines. I thought I could do a little business with them. But they don't want to talk. I think they want to eat me. Get me out of here and my brother Horniz will pay you big. He's at our camp next to the Kodo graveyard to the east. Let's hurry, adventurer.
They definitely want to eat you.
I heard some centaurs talking about getting wood for their cookpot.
Thanks, Balumbra. Now let's get out of here. If I want that ore, I'll come back for it, but honestly, I'm not too pressed about it. And I believe Con Frauthra is actually up there. You run up this little plateau, you blow this horn, and then that summons the 3 waves that you have to take down. Now, I believe this is where the first challenge is. Yeah, it's 4 of them. I want to try and take on a set of 2 real quick. Where you going, buddy? Nice, I can cannibalize them as well. Hopefully it's not another set of 4. If she has any more coming after. Let's give her a little star. I'm sure there's another set like further down, but if it's just 2 or 3, I think I'll be okay. It's 4 or 5 that's a little worrisome. It's gonna be at least 1 more, right? And probably here. If I could get my Blade Flurry back in time, that'd be sick. I won't have evasion, but that's okay. I have potions if need be. Oh yeah. It's a set of 5. Okay, here's what we do. We try and distract them and buy ourselves as much time as we can. Kill the dogs. Pop a potion. She dealt with one of them, not bad. Disarmed me, you fucking weasel. Title charm him. She's gonna break that if I do that. It's okay. We handled it. Whew. Little intense. Nice job, Melizza. We made it. Thanks again. I'm gonna run ahead. Yeah, you get out of here. Leave me. Let me handle this. That was a little intense. See, that's what I mean by it's like, it's gonna be tough even taking on Khan Hrothra. Even like over leveled, I'm a little worried about it. So we'll save it for now. We'll come back another time. But Desolace is basically 100% done now. We just have one final quest. That's a difficult elite. Yeah, where are you going? You're going the wrong way. Your cousin's over this way. Oh, we actually can see her get there. That's kind of cool. Come on, Melizza. Did she say anything? Hey, Hornies, I'm back. And there are some people behind me who helped me get out of a jam. We're gonna have to scratch the Moradines off our list. Too hard to work with. Well, I'm off to Gelkis. I'm off to the Gelkis. They're not as dumb as the Moradines, but they're more Bye, better luck next time. She's gonna go get herself in more trouble.
My sister Melizza said you'd be coming. Thanks a lot for getting her out of the jam she was in. It's too bad that she's already probably found herself in a new one.
True, brother, true. Okay. Let's hearth out of here. Head back to Booty Bay. We got a little bit more time left tonight to do some questing. Oh, that guy has a similar name to me. Baleen. I'm Bale Umbra. Salute.
Power to the Forsaken. Time is money, friend.
We share a name, brother. Sell this stuff. Keep the... Maybe I keep the meat. Crank Fizzlebub. Back to Booty Bay.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real.
Hello, hello. And what brings a noble undead such as you down to Booty Bay? Cravel. He sent us with this. You might want to read it.
I see. Cravel has a big scheme planned. He has a sinister mind. I like that about him. So you'll need something to addle wits, eh? Something powerful? I wonder if the mixture Zanzil feeds his zombies could be used.
Mmm.
Hurry back!
Crank Fizzlebub looks from side to side. If you're looking to addle wits, Bale, then the secret behind Zanzil's zombies might just do the trick. Alright, we'll come back to that in just a second. Oh, a lot of people on right now. Oh, a lot of people on. I wonder if the ZG buff is about to go out. I'm going to put this Jade up, and then I'm going to head back up north, and I'm not going to take the quests in Booty Bay just yet.
Talk to me.
because we have a lot of other quests that we need to get done. Keep it real. Pretty sure we read Sunwell, the Fall of Quel'Thalas. Yeah, I'm 100% sure we did. That's the one that told us about how Arthas and Kel'Thuzad basically sacked all of Quel'Thalas. Take me back to Gromgol. I'm pretty sure we read all the books here in Booty Bay. There was an area that had... Oh, that's right, Teneris, but we're not starting that. I was like, there's books somewhere that I didn't read, but it's Teneris. We read all the books in the Swamp of Sorrows. Does this have a chain to it? Nothing but the truth? Let me look online. Nope. Nice. It'll end here. And I get a mace that sells for basically 2 gold. I might run up there and turn that in real quick before we out-level it. Or get too high a level to where the experience is lessened, right? That's what we get for killing Mizrael. It's not that impressive. It's a little better than the one that I have right now, but it's honestly like not that impressive for what you have to do. As far as if you're a solo character. Yeah, see, this will give us 4,300 experience. Pretty good amount of experience. And a mace that sells for almost 2 gold. A gold 0.6. We're at 25 right now. I'm going to head up the road, turn this in, come right back, and start working on the quests off the coast here. Because we've out-leveled them, but we could still get some experience from them. The encrusted tail fins and the blue pearls. The blue pearls are just on the bottom of the floor bed. The encrusted tail fins come from the elite murlocs. I'm a little worried about them, because even though that we're, you know, a much higher level than them, they're still elite creatures. They hit pretty hard. They have annoying move sets. They're in the water, so they're hard to kite around. And I need 10 of the tail fins, so I have to kill 10 separate elites, like, carefully. I think I can do it compared to, you know, some of the other fights that we've taken on recently, but still, something to be cautious about. And then once we finish here in Stranglethorn, I think we're going to start 2 of my favorite zones in the game, Veralis and Teneris. Veralis first and then Teneris. As well as, after that, probably work on the Hinterlands. There also seems to be a lot of quests here in, what is this, Searing Gorge, that are close to my level. So we've got a lot to do, a lot of zones to keep us busy. Learn about the lore, the story in those zones, what's going on, why are we there, yada yada yada. This will have us back down to 11 quests in our quest log. That's pretty nice. Just trying to thin out the quest log because we've had a full quest log for quite a while. And it's mostly because of Stranglethorn, right? Like, we have a lot of quests here, but... Definitely going to start with the encrusted tail fins and the blue pearls first, because there are lowest level quests, and we should knock those out first, and then we'll go take on Bagthera, try and hunt down the jungle stalkers, and get their feathers, get the singing blue crystals, hunt the skull splitters, get their tusks and their necklaces, all that fun stuff. But let's work in order down, right? Give him a wave. There's stitches. Easy there, cowgirl. Yeah, she saw him. This will also clear up 3 more bag slots. Whoa, whoa, fellas, take it easy. They're going to hunt stitches. Let's go up and around Darkshire. Don't want to pull any human guards. Don't want any of the Alliance NPCs coming after me. Blind Mary. I was like, isn't there a high-level mob in that house? Yeah, Blind Mary. Copper, that can stay. There we are. Beggar's Haunt. Apothecary Faustin. That infiltrator in Stonard will surely open up after he drinks my special serum. The ingredients required are by no means easy to procure. Shadow panthers are common in the swamps, but collecting enough hearts for our purpose can be daunting, and the Mire Lord can be such a fussy beast. As for that Deepstrider tumor, they're terribly difficult to find, but the chemical reaction I could draw from it is second to none.
Splendid, adventurer. And just in time, too. From what Zraidus tells me, the infiltrator has recovered from his wounds and is ready to be questioned by the orcs. Give me but a moment to prepare the poise. I mean, prepare the truth serum.
The poison, huh? Well, we'll take the hammer and be on our way.
Everything is proceeding according to plan, adventurer.
Wait a second. The serum will only take a few minutes to prepare, Bale. So it does lead into a chain. Almost done. Let the man work. At last, the serum is complete, Bale. Now, come closer. We must talk.
Everything is proceeding according to plan, adventurer. I want you to give this truth serum to Deathstalker Zraidus, and he'll show you how to administer it properly. Ha ha! What now?
I hope you've proven yourself of use to our dear friend, Apothecary Faustin.
I knew old Faustin would come up with something good. You were a tremendous help, no doubt. Now let's get down to business, shall we? We need to operate with a certain amount of discretion. After all, it's not like you're going to waltz in there and convince the fool to drink Faustin's concoction here, right? But if there's one thing those humans cannot deny, it's the booze. I'll take Faustin's serum and mix it into this ale. I guarantee the poor sap will show no reluctance when it comes to chug-a-lugging a brew.
Jug.
Haste to Stonard in the Swamp of Sorrows, adventurer, and keep our little mission nice and quiet.
Right. Well, I was going to go to Stonard anyways. It felt like It's the best way to get back to Gromgal base, so let's go turn this in. Nothing but the truth. We get the hammer. There's some high-level mobs in the Deadwind Pass. Let's keep our eyes peeled for them. I think like all of the quests that we're going to wind up doing today are just elite quests. We're about to head back to Gromgal and take on both Blue Pearls and the Encrusted Tailfins, and then after that, if I have any extra time, I'm going to be hunting for Bagthera, and that'll probably be where we wrap it up for the night, so it's kind of funny. Everything we've done tonight is, for the most part, just elite quests or difficult escort quests, which are, you know, they could also be considered, that quest at least that we did could have been considered an elite quest. Having to kill 5 mobs at once, ooh, after you just killed 4? Oh, it's tough. Alright, let's follow the yellow brick road. Iron. Yeah, I should get it. I've been ignoring a lot of iron ore, but I should be collecting it. Fuck it. I need the dust. Need to hurry up and get more mage weave, that way I can use all of this mithril bar and this solid blasting powder. That way I can store more heavy blasting powder, because we need heavy blasting powder for the green fireworks. I also need more heavy leather, which I can only really get from fishing, so. How many tickets do we get? Sorry, a little bit of a yawn. Let me check. Dark Moon Fair, Green Fireworks, Quest, Reward. How many tickets do we get for that? 8 tickets. If you can collect and turn in 36. And I think you can turn it in a couple times. So 36 divided by 3 is 12. So 12 heavy leather is 1 turn-in. That would be 8 tickets. I've got 9. That makes it 17. I need a total of 50. Dark Moon Fair bag. It's a 14 slot bag. Please, have mercy on me. I have information that goes beyond the Alliance boundaries. While I am no sympathizer of the Horde, there is political treachery going on that must be revealed.
A drink for me? How kind. It's been days since they've allowed me to drink. Let me drink this down and then I'll tell you what I've learned.
That was refreshing. Now, there's information that needs to be told. I believe the Forsaken are misleading the allies of the Horde. Wait, I feel so dizzy. Ah! Oh shit. The Forsaken are kind of misleading the allies of the Horde. We've talked about that before. The Forsaken kind of work for themselves, huh? Do I have to go back and turn that in? No, that's the end of the quest, okay. Do you have anything? No. Let's smelt this stuff down. The iron and the gold, because I'm just going to vendor it. I'll keep the heavy stone, though. Make one more of these. Make 5 more of these. And then make the gold power cores because they sell for more than the bars themselves. 1 bar sells for 6. You make 3 of these. That's $7.50 per bar. So you're making an extra silver.5 per craft of these. Excuse me.
What are you looking for? Victory.
Almost at 27 gold again. Do you have anything?
What can I help you with?
Nope, just mana potions. Alright, time to fly back to
Where
Gromgal.
would you like to fly to?
And I'm going to pause it while we fly. I'll probably play for an hour and a half tonight because I did get on a little earlier than usual. So I'm going to try and finish up the quest in the Vile Reef for blue pearls and encrusted tailfins, as well as find Bagthera and take him down. And then tomorrow we can continue on with all of these quests. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright gamers, we just touched down in... I almost quoted the song. No, we just touched down in Gromgal. Let's take on Bloodscalp clan heads and Grim Message. Bloodscalp clan heads first. Yanniku was among the heads. Sorry, Yanniku was not amongst the heads, and I thank the Great Serpent for it. But we are no closer to finding him. We must know the truth, and I fear that only the Bloodscalp chief and his witch doctor know it. They are the enemies of the Darkspear tribe and will not speak freely, so we must force the truth from their dead lips. Bring me the heads of Ganzula and Nezalok, the Dire, and place them within the cauldron. They are deep within Zolkunda. Bring their heads, and we will make them talk.
Stay away from them.
The Witherbark trolls were once our allies in the Horde, but they've betrayed Thrall, and that must be punished. Here, take my pike, and go to the hinterlands, far to the north. You will find it northeast of Terran Mill, a village held by our allies, the Forsaken. When you enter the hinterlands, hunt Witherbark trolls, gather their skulls, and drive my pike into the ground at one of their smaller villages, Hiriwathra or Zunwatha. Show them the vile actions have consequences. So more business to handle in the hinterlands. Pop those poisons on. Let's get a food buff before we go out. I'm even going to use the last of my scroll of protections. It'll open up another inventory slot, and if there was ever a time for it, now's the time, I guess. Into the Vile Reef. Now these are the giant clams that we need. One of the perks about being an undead is your underwater breathing. It's nothing crazy, and honestly, you only use it for like 20% of the game, maybe even 10% of the game, but when you do use it, it does feel really nice. I've mentioned this before, but when we switch to some of the other races and we have some quests underwater, it's going to take a minute to get used to just how shallow your lung capacity is and how much you have to resurface compared to the undead. The undead really get to stay underwater. God, they're so tanky. I think it might actually be a Might be best to do it like this. They're fast swimmers, though. Let's get back to the surface just to make sure I can catch my breath. I mean, we can handle this. It's not too bad. I think I just need to be very careful with each pull. Make sure I get back to the surface. Slow and steady kind of vibes with them. I can gouge kite them underwater, but I'm also okay to go toe-to-toe with them. Big. I hope it's 100% drop rate on every one of these. Catch my breath again. Because we're going back down. Rend and a poison. I'd rather take on the warriors if possible, but they do have pockets too. Disarm is huge for these guys. Really softens how much damage they're going to do to me. Put a bleed on him because he's going to run. That way I know he'll die. Nice. 8 more. Slow and steady. I'll see how one of the foragers is. Since he does rend, let's bring him back up to the surface. Doesn't seem like he hits too hard. And I'm very glad we stocked up on extra thrown weapons here. Been doing a lot of throwing tonight. Now we'll go toe-to-toe with them. Get a bigger bleed on him, we're okay. Okay, so the rend is more of like a warrior's rend. I was thinking it was a gouge because the symbols are the same, but no. Not bad at all. It's hard for me to like eat and heal in the water. So if I need to heal, I need to like bandage, but let's let my natural spirit regen me back to full as we swim back down. The hunters are probably the only ones that I don't really want to fight. I think I'm fine taking on the warriors, the salvagers, the foragers, whatever. Big crit. Whew. Let's go ahead and bring you back up to the surface. It's just a little bit of a meticulous quest where I just need to do it slow but steady. I mean, they're elites, but they feel like Obviously, we're over leveled by 10 levels, but they do feel like they're almost like normal mobs. They don't feel as strong as some of the other elites that we've taken on. Thankfully, that's a good thing. Disarm, get a big rupture. Now he's running. He'll die to the bleed. 4 out of 10. Let's look for more clams. I want to finish both at the same time, if possible. I don't think there's any rares out here, yeah. So should we be looking for any? But no. There's one. I thought there'd be more around here, but really there's not any. That was the troll tablet that we had to find and bring back that the trolls wanted so much. There's one right there. Maybe I could probably squeak by and grab that. I should catch my breath though. I don't want to risk anything. Get a big old gulp of air. And we're going down. This guy said, looking for group. Some pretty easy quests. Please help. It's a level 31 Tauren warrior. Yeah, makes sense. Warrior. It's tough to do quests alone as a warrior. Well, that... And we got some giant clam meat. It's a hunter. I don't really want to mess with hunters. I'll pull the warrior though. And the Tide Lord. Probably don't want to fuck with the Tide Lords. They chill. They chill. Obviously they're chill. They're chill little dudes. Now they freeze. I mean, if I can keep them riposte, it's not that scary to fight them, but... I'm gonna have to kill that hunter to get to that clam, probably. I think I could probably go toe-to-toe with one of them underwater. These little fish dudes swim so fast. They catch up to me really quickly underwater. Whoa, fatigue. Why did I have fatigue? Oh, I'm in like a weird pocket of the water that is kind of really scary. Need to be careful here. Fatigue, if you're in fatigue for too long, if the bar runs out, you just die. It's almost like an out of bounds in the game when it comes to the water, so... Be very mindful of fatigue. As soon as I saw that bar, my heart started racing. I think it's just this little strip here. So let's get to the other side of it real quick. Let's let my health naturally heal back up. Breath is good. Let's go back down. I'll take on this warrior, pull him up, and then I'll probably have to take that hunter on down here because it can throw, meaning there's no way I'm going to be able to kite it all the way back up to the surface. There's another clam. We'll get that on the way back down next time. Best part about gouge is you just get time for your energy to regen too, which is really nice. So like now I can get a full slice. Put a bleed on him because he's about to start running. And he dies to the bleed. Nice. 3 more of those. A couple more. Blue pearls. 4. This will make it 3. The one down there will make it 2. So that's 3. That's 2. 2 more tail fins from you. Get a full breath of air before I go down here and duke this thing out with him. Probably going to use cooldowns here just to get through it as fast as possible. Down we go. Just try and take him on before my stamina buff wears out. If I'm going to duke it out with him too, let's get the actual rupture on him. Immediately into a riposte, that's huge. Hopefully we get another one, but if not, I'm not stressing it. We're beating the hell out of him. And he's running. Take you on the old-fashioned way. Bring you back up to the surface. And once you catch up to us, we'll go toe-to-toe with you. I didn't get to get a good bleed on him before he starts running, so he's going to actually have a lot of health. Just finish him with some thrown. How are you hitting me from there? What? How are you meleeing me from there? That's crazy. Now let's catch our breath. I need 3 more pearls. Still, sorry, 2 more pearls. %, into level 46. Get some more air. There's one. It's a hunter. I'd rather not, if I can. Can't I cook giant clam meat? I'm pretty sure I have a recipe for it. I don't know if it's going to be of any use, because I have, there's the last one that I need. I have a lot of stamina food that'll give me 8 stamina, so unless it gives me 12, I don't really need to worry about it, but there might be an easier clam to get than the one that's all the way down there. I'm just kind of checking over here. Catch our breath before we go down. And down we go. Nope. Looks like that's going to be our boy. Any warriors? Yep, there's one. If I could get him alone. Seems like there's a forager next to this too. I don't mind pulling him to the surface. You should give us the last item we need. God, they're fast little swimmers, man. Get this shit on cooldown. I got the bleed off in time, nice. God. All the way back to the bottom, that's so annoying. Alright, that should be the last one we need though. Nice. And a nice little item to sell. Thick murloc scales. Now let's get the hell out of this water. Let's go try and find Bagthera first, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. Target Bagthera. Let's get to the surface. And that'll wrap up our night of elite questing. Look at that form, baby. Just trying to think, what could I like... I'm gonna find more mithril before we find more mage weave, so I'm just like, how can I store this shit? Do I need to get rid of some more iron, maybe? Do I need to... I don't know.
Strength and honor.
I'm just gonna get rid of it. If I need more of it, I'll go farm it, but realistically, I can't hold it right now. Taking up way too much space. 27 gold. What's the training at 48 gonna cost us? We get eviscerate. That's the only thing that we're really gonna learn at that level, so 3 gold. At 50 we get another point in ambush. We also get kidney. Kidney just increases the duration per combo point. That's actually really valuable. So that's one that we're gonna have to train, so call that 7 gold, 10 gold between here and 50. That's really not that bad. So if I can get to 60 gold, we can go ahead and buy that extra bank slot, which will be really valuable. We're already halfway there. We can make money like it's nobody's business, honestly, so I do think it's feasible. in 4 levels we could make 30 gold. We've already made like 15 in half a level here. Now, Bagthera could be over here, or he could be over there, if I remember correctly. And I don't think he's hiding invisibility. These are elite ogres. Be careful of those. I think Bagthera actually like stays outside of stealth. There he is. I'm gonna go ahead and use a lesser stamina buff food. I have enough charges in time with these that I think I'll be okay. I should probably put crippling poisons on though. I'm gonna need to kite him out a little bit. Put my invisibilities on in stealth, or put my poisons on in stealth, not my invisibilities. Let's do an ambush open here. It's a nasty little rend, not too bad though. Just be mindful of the other panthers in the area. I think we go toe to toe here. Nice. Okay. Let's go turn this one in. I'm bleeding. We'll turn this in. We'll... I think I might head back to Rug. No, we'll save. We'll save that for another time. I believe these goblins can drop Mage Weave, but it's not very consistent. I was thinking about farming them for a bit, but I think it's pretty low. I think it's more likely that you get silk from them. Look for floating wreckage as we run up the lake. Unfortunately, a lot of these quests are turned in all around the world. One's in Thousand Needles, one's back at the Badlands, one's... I guess that is it. We might just fly up to the Badlands, turn that in. I'll pause while we fly and then make a trip over to the Thousand Needles. Pause as we fly, and by that time my hearth will be off cooldown. I can hearth back and we'll be here ready for more questing tomorrow. Shouldn't take me too much extra time, and I'll wrap up before 11. It's a good time to be in bed. I should be fishing these pools up, but I'm just trying to get as much done tonight as I can. Set us up for success for tomorrow. Sir S.J. Ergadin. Bagthera can prove to be an elusive beast. How fares the hunt?
So the great Bagthera is dead. Cheers to you, adventurer. You are a mighty adventurer indeed.
I think we're definitely using these, by the way.
Be careful.
These are insane. We lose 5 agility, but we gain 11 stamina. That's definitely a trade-off that I think is worth it. More health. Update to current items. I do really like these pants. We fished these pants up, but I mean, they're crazy, right? But I think the stamina in hardcore there's some value there. Goodbye, old pants. You've been amazing.
Where would you like to fly to?
Alright. Gonna fly to Kargath in the Badlands, and I'm gonna pause the video here. I'll resume once we get to Wrigglefuzz. We'll turn that quest in, then I'm gonna pause again, and we'll resume when we get to the Mirage Raceway in the Shimmering Flats, and we'll turn this into Whizzle. And by that time, my Hearth should be off cooldown. We'll Hearth, we'll be in Booty Bay, and we'll start there tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright gamers, welcome back. We've made it to Wrigglefuzz in the Badlands. Let's turn this in real quick.
Have a good one.
Did you get my pearls? I'm almost out of flash bombs.
These will work great. I just need to smash them into powder, then mix them with a little of this and a little of that. Watch out, scavengers! Prepare to be flashed.
Is this a one-time use? Flash bomb?
Be good.
Flash bomb recipe.
So you're an engineer, eh? Well, for your help in getting me those pearls, here's the recipe for flash bombs. Good luck, and try not to blind yourself. A while ago,
Thanks, brother.
I had an incident with the Shadowforged dwarves. They brought me to Angor Fortress to study 2 types of strange stones from Uldaman. I discovered that the stones were sustained, stable power sources if treated correctly. It's amazing the things one can find in that old dig site. Anyway, after I told them the secret of the stones, they kicked me out of Angor Fortress and began digging for more in Uldaman. I want those stones for myself. Bring me both types and I'll pay you plenty.
Yeah, I would say that has me actually going into Uldaman. Probably not for now, but one thing that I did learn in between flying from here to, or flying from Gromgal to here, was I was doing more research on the Dark Moon Fair and the bag that we could get, and I didn't realize just how easy it was to get if you just farm a couple creature types and keep some of the items that we've been selling throughout the past. So one of the ones that they break it down in different tiers of quests, right? There's tier 1s that give you 1 token or ticket. There's tier 2s that give you 4 tickets. There's tier 3s that give you 8 tickets. And then tier 4 and tier 5. The easiest way to get 50 tickets collectively is just by doing a couple of the tier 3 turn-ins. So what I think I'm going to do between now and the next Dark Moon Fair is farm these soft bushy tails. Turning in 5 of these gives you 8 tickets. I need a total of, I think, 25 or 30 of these soft bushy tails, and we could get our Dark Moon Fair bag. So that's really, really exciting and an easy place to get them. I just spent like 5 minutes killing some of the coyotes here, and look at this. We got one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Like, we're definitely going to come back here and just off recording, of course. I'm going to farm out a bunch of these soft bushy tails, and that will get me the Dark Moon Fair bag that I'm looking for. So that's really, really cool. I'll be back. I will be back over here. But for now, I think I'm going to head to Thousand Needles and turn this quest in, and then we'll probably get ready to wrap it up for the night. So just wanted to let you guys know that, yeah, I'm going to be farming these soft bushy tails. There's also some lesser quests that I could farm, like small paws and bear pelts and stuff like that, but I think it's just easier for me to farm these out because there's so many wolves here, or coyotes here in the Badlands, and I can get a stack of 5 in 10 minutes, if that. So that's the game plan. I'm going to pause once again until we make it all the way back over in Kalimdor to the Shimmering Flats. I will resume when we get to Whizzle Brass Bolts, and then we're going to hearth and finish it up in Booty Bay for the night. So I'll see you guys in just one more second. Alright gamers, we've just touched down at Freewind Post. Now I did mention the soft bushy tail farm that we're going to do, but I also realized that there are some harpies here in Thousand Needles that we can farm in this cave here, the Screeching Canyon, that drop vibrant plumes, and if we turn in 5 of those, we'll get 12 tickets. Now, the next Dark Moon Fair is actually on the 8th of the coming month as of recording this. It's May 26th, the day that I'm actually recording this episode. I think you guys will get it a couple days later because I'm ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and probably farm, I'd say 20 vibrant plumes after I get off here to get us ahead and ready for the upcoming Dark Moon Fair, because it will be in Mulgore this time, which is pretty exciting, meaning I don't have to go all the way to I'll keep those for now, meaning I don't have to go all the way to Elwind Forest to turn this in and get the bag that I'm looking to get. So once I get off here tonight, it's about 11. I'll probably have about an hour to farm out. I'm going to try and get 20 vibrant plumes. That will allow us to turn it in 4 times. Each turn in is 12 tickets. So 12 and 12 is 24, and then another 12 and 12, 4 total, is 48. Plus the 9 that we already have is 57. Plus I have 5 of the soft bushy tails that I can turn in for 8 as well. So that's like 60, 65 tickets? Really, I only need 50. I don't really care about anything else other than the one bag. There are other rewards that you can turn in for like 30 tickets, 40 tickets, and they have a chance at having other bags inside there, like the Traveler's Knapsack or more of these large knapsacks. But to be honest, once I get the Dark Moon Fair bag, I'm not too worried. Like, I'll be happy with the bags that we have. Then I'll have 2 12 slots, a 10 slot, and then a 14 slot, which will be the new bag that we get. Everything after that is just going to be extra. It'll be, you know, it's great if we find a 16 slot bag. If I don't find one, whatever. I'm not going to farm Dark Moon Fair tickets trying to get it, right? So it is what it is. I said we were going to wrap it up in Booty Bay tonight. But really, I think we're going to wrap it up in the Shimmering Flats. I'm going to go over here and farm some of these vibrant plumes, get probably a total of 20, and go ahead and store them in the bank. And then when the Dark Moon Fair does come, we'll be ready and we can just turn it in. But once I'm done farming those vibrant plumes, I'll hearth myself back to Booty Bay, and we can start in Booty Bay next time. So let's talk to Whizzle, and then we'll wrap it up here for the night.
Can I help you?
Hey, look who it is. I just saw that person on the boat. Do you have the tail fins? If I can't protect our car from its own speed, then it won't last long in these races.
Thank you, adventurer. After I grind these down and fuse them with a few other ingredients, the composite will be ready. And after that, the car will be safe from its own speed. Safe, as long as it doesn't hit anything.
True.
Off and away.
And then Gazrilla, we're leaving.
Be seeing you.
I am just going to go ahead and get rid of the flash bomb. I don't really think I would need it, and I'll make more in the future. But is there a place that I can kind of like mimic a bed here, possibly? Yeah, we'll sleep in here. Alright guys, next time we continue, we will be in... Oh wow, I never even noticed, I never even paid attention to that on the wall. Little skulls and potions and whatnot. Next time we continue, we will be waking up in Booty Bay, and we'll continue on with all of the quests that we have in Stranglethorn, as you can see over there on the right. But in the meantime, I'm going to go farm some Vibrant Plumes and get it ready for the Dark Moon Fair. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.